G'day guys, how you going? Back again. We're going to do another Holmeseys adventure, camp cooking, whatever you want to call it. We're leaving from Sunbury HQ today, and we're basically going to make our way to Heathcote again. We're going to spend a couple of days there. Now that Jake's got his licence, we'll go out and explore the tracks out there a bit more now that he can go on the road. So, what have we got in this weekend's adventure? We're going to do a bit of riding. So for you that don't like riding, I'm also going to be doing a cooking segment where we're going to be doing sort of a chip lamb kebab type thing. So if you don't like the riding aspect, you'll have to fast forward somewhere in the middle to find the cooking part. So there's going to be a little bit of everything in this one. But anyway, we're all set to go. As you can see, we're going to jump in the car and make our way to Heathcote. We'll see you on the road. Rightio guys, back again. We're on the road. Just a couple of important stops we need to do before we get well on our way to Heathcote. And what do you think those important steps are? Have a guess. One would be petrol, because we're not going to get anywhere without that. And the second one is we need to pick up another box of beer, because that goes without saying. When we retreat back to the fire tonight, always got to make sure we have a little bit of neck oil. Not only the chain needs lubricating, the throat does as well. So I think it's about a pleasant, what do we got? It's actually saying it's 4 degrees on the radio, but it seems a lot warmer than that. The sun's out. I think we're in for a really good day, although they do predict a few showers later on in the day and possibly tomorrow, but that won't worry us. We'll put our wet weather gear, and that's what motorbike riding's all about. Adventure riding. Rain, hail or shine, they say. So there you go. Now we've just left Sunbury, as I've said. It's going to take, after we pick up our supplies. For those that don't know Sunbury to Heathcote very well, that will be around a 1 hour trip, pretty much exactly. Look what you're doing, Mark. There's traffic. You don't want to hit anyone on their push bike. You know, we don't want to get hit by a car. So yeah, we're about to hit the Shell servo here. So once I get around this roundabout, I'll turn these off. We'll go and pick up our box of beer, and we'll be well on the way to our trip. And I'll more than likely patch you back in if I got something else to tell you along the way. But yeah, we'll get to the block and unpack and do what we've got to do to get ready, and we may go for a ride this afternoon. We don't really know at this point. We'll get ourselves set up, and anyway, I'm bullshitting on you. I'll get back to you. Rightio guys, back again. We are only 2 minutes away from Heathcote HQ, which is where we're staying at the farm. You've heard me talk about that before. So as I said, it's roughly an hour from Sunbury. But I thought I would bring you back, because usually when we come up this road, we encounter quite a lot of kangaroos. However, usually, not usually, what I'm trying to say is the day I want kangaroos to show you, we probably won't see any. So I'll just crap onto you for a little bit until we get to my gate. And it's more for any international viewers that might want to see the Australian kangaroo. For us Aussies, we just consider them as pests. But as I said, I want to show you them today, and there won't be any. Which you can't script that stuff. They're usually all sort of laying on the side of the road right where we're going past now. So, as I said, it's not happening. It is 11 o'clock in the morning, so usually it's early morning or sort of towards 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening when when they're about and about. They're probably lounging around in paddocks somewhere. Not one. Well, there you go. Sorry about that, folks. That didn't work so well. Anyway, we're just reached the farm, Heathcote HQ, and I've got my gate bitch who's going to do the gate for us right now. That would be Jake, my eldest son. Now while he's doing that, young Jesse that you usually see on the KDM 250, he's not with us today. He won't be joining us this weekend. He's off at Ride Park, which is a motocross track in Bacchus Marsh. He's going riding with his mate tomorrow. He missed out last week because he had a technical issue with his bike where he broke something. So he's going off with his mate. So Jake and I, we're basically gonna go out and explore a bit more of Heathcote, as I said earlier in the video. Now Jake's got his license, we've got the ability to ride from the farm. We need to take the roads a little bit, dirt roads and all that. We don't have to sort of concern ourselves with that too much now that he's got a license and he's got a, well, half registered bike. He's got a bit of reg there, so, which will be going to full reg very soon. But yeah, so anyway, I got no kangaroos, but I do have alpacas. And they're waiting for me because they probably think they're going to get some little treat, which they usually do. When I roll up, I've got a bale loosen for them. So I've got to go and get one for them because I don't think I've got any spare here. All good, nothing disturbed. Anyway, we have reached the destination of Heathcote HQ. We're going to unpack these bikes, get ourselves sorted out, and I'll get back to you with whatever we're doing next. I don't know what that is yet, so I'll catch you. If I can find the button. Welcome back, guys. Something a little bit different. We've got to Heathcote, we've done what we needed to do, and we've unpacked, so we're not going to go for a ride today. So we thought we would come and explore with the four-wheel drive, the national park, and we knew there was a lookout up here, so hence why I'm showing you that sign. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity. We'll go for a bit of a walk. So we're going to come riding out here tomorrow. Got another chap coming with us, and explore, as I said earlier on, and just going in the four-wheel drive and having a bit of a look around. As I said, I knew there was a viewing platform up here, but I didn't know where it was until now, and I'm quite excited because there's an opportunity for a camp cook, even though it says you're not supposed to be using it, but I think that's done and dusted now. They just haven't taken the sign away. And yeah, so what I said, it's a lookout. We'll get up here, have a bit of a geeze. You get up on this big rock. There you go. That's your Heathcote township at the top of the lookout. And what a absolute fantastic view of the town. So I've been here now, I think 5-6 years, and this is the first time I've been up here. Great looking bush down there, probably a whole heap of wildlife in there we'll see tomorrow. So yeah, I'm bloody excited. It's going to be good. So we'll come up here tomorrow for a ride. See what happens. I might use one of those tables and cook up something for you, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot of things when we get up here. So We'll jump back in the vehicle. If I see anything worth showing you, I'll get yous back on. Welcome back, guys. We've hit the track today. It's Sunday. We're back at the viewing platform. Got Jake and Pete with us today. Just going to test out the old tracks. Morning, guys.
Morning, mate.
Go for a walk up with the bikes. I'm not going to do a great deal of filming on the bikes today. I'm just going to get a little bit of footage. I didn't actually do any of the cooking last night. Some friends came over and we got on the stubbies and that all went down the gurgler, so we might try again possibly tonight, but see what happens. A couple of ladies coming to the viewing platform. This is the machinery of choice today. Rightio. Catch us along the track. Back again, guys. Well, Peter's just showed us Dargyle camping area, which I didn't even know even existed, which is, I wouldn't even say 15-20 minutes away from where the block is, where the farm is. So yeah, cool. Dargyle camping, eh? Heathcote Greytown National Park. So there you go. We've got some campers here, as you can see. Absolutely beautiful. So as I said, today we're just sort of adventure riding, and Pete knows a little bit better than what I do, so he's going to take us to a few spots. So if there's anything decent to view, I'll most definitely pull out the camera and show you what we're doing. A little bit different to what I usually do. So there you go. There's a map showing you where everything is. I should probably take a better look at that at some point. But there's a picnic area rotunda with barbecues and fireplace too, by the looks of it. We'll wander over and go and have a look, I suppose. So pretty cool. And this is all free camping, of course. I hear somebody going with the chainsaw, so must be okay to get a bit of wood if you're staying. So there you go. If you camp close by and you're getting a bit rained out, you could always light a fire in there. There she goes, up the chimney. And you could sit there, have a nice cold beer and be quite happy, I reckon. And what I've noticed over the back there's also 2 sets of toilets, so that's always a win-win. So anyway, pretty cool. We'll move on to the next spot. G'day guys, how you going? Welcome back to Holmeseys adventures and adventure riding and camp cooking and all that stuff. Now, I'm sitting inside my little kitchen area at Heathcote, Victoria. Now, there's one thing I have to tell you. Last week I started a video and I didn't get it finished. We had a couple of visitors come over and I was promising to do a chips loaded fries. Well, it did happen. It's just that we sort of got back a bit late and I ended up doing it inside in the kitchen, which is something I didn't want to put on film because I'd rather do it outside for you in the camp ovens. So that was last weekend. I'm back this weekend, but I'm by myself. Jake's not with me, and Jesse or Melissa. So I still wanted to do something for you, so I thought what we're going to try today is some Holmesy fried chickens. So HFC, Holmesy fried chicken. So what we're going to do is I've already mixed the secret herbs and spices, the 11 secret herbs and spices. I didn't want you to put you through that trauma. At the end of the video, I will put what those spices are and what the actual amounts are, if any of you want to give it a go. So what I've done is this morning when I got here, I got some chicken thighs, only 4, and I cut them into normally 4, but they were a little bit small, so I cut them into 3, and they've been soaking in buttermilk since this morning. So later on, when I decide to start up the cook, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it outside because old mate next door, he's got his chainsaw absolutely blaring. Plus it's been pretty windy up here. I've got the fire going, but it's very windy. I'd rather do it outside for you rather than do it in here, but I want to do something for you anyway. So the idea is what we're going to do this afternoon or whatever, we're going to do a KFC style chicken, and we might just throw in a few chips and a little bit of coleslaw, like a 3-piece pack or something like that, and see how we go with it. And that'll be a little cooking session for today, and I promise I will do these loaded fries with the kebab meat again. It's just that I didn't feel like eating it again this week, Jake, and I did have it last week and it worked out really well. But I used the microwave to melt cheese, and I used the inside tools, and I don't really want to sort of use those cooking methods in here if I don't have to. So hopefully I can get out to the fire later. I've got the spice mix ready, the chicken's marinating in buttermilk. Camp oven's behind me, it's got oil in it. You can throw it on the fire later on, and we'll hook into it. And as I said, I'll put the ingredients up on the screen after my recording footage for any of you that want to have a dip out of it when you go camping yourself. It's pretty easy, and we'll go from there. So as I said, I'm on my own, I'm flying solo, so I don't know if the camera work's going to be real good because I've got to go and turn the camera on and off myself, and I'll have to edit this a bit. But anyway, I look forward to talking to you again when I start this cooking. So what I'm going to do is say see you later, and I'll get back to you when the cook starts. Yeah. Okay, welcome back, YouTubers. I've just got the buttermilk chicken out of the refrigerator. Not sure if you can see it. I won't pour it too much there, otherwise all the stuff will come out, and I've got the seasoning. So what I'm going to do is I don't want to use all the seasoning, because I find if you put it all in there together, you might you kind of make it wetter by putting wet substance in there. You don't need to make it wet all the time, so we're just going to use a little bit. Now I'm doing this inside. I'm going to try and cook it outside, but the wind's picked up and the fire's not quite ready yet. So what I thought I'd do is I'll at least do this little bit inside, because obviously I'm dealing with flour and I don't need it going everywhere. So let's have a bit of a go. So there you go. As I said, I cut them into like 3s. So I've got 12 pieces here. So all you do is, and you don't want to have that all really drip off. Just whack it in there, because they're going to give you a nice little crunchy bits. So probably about 3 at a time. Put the lid on. Make sure it's snapped on properly. Give it a bit of a toss. Really make sure it gets a good coating, and that's why I didn't pour all the flour in or the spice mix in straight away, because I don't want it getting wet from the buttermilk and not sticking to our chicken. So there you go, 1 piece of chicken. We'll put that in there because I want them really coated good. Every little bit of nook and cranny we need to do. So I'll put a bit more spice mix in, and the beauty of it is if I don't need to use it all, I can use it a bit later on down the track. So again, buttermilk chicken. I've used a thigh this time round because it doesn't dry out as much as the breast. But what I will do, because it's only me, so like I said, there's about 12 pieces there. I might have a pretty good crack at getting rid of those. Yeah, if the boys were here, I would have probably bought a couple of drummies and a couple of tenderloins and made a bit of a mixed box. And it would have been good, just have a selection of different pieces. But we'll do that next time. I've really just put the glove on because I don't want to get all this crap over my hands. A bit of a geese. Just make sure you rub it in a bit, press down on it. Don't go dusting it off, you want all that goodness on there. Looking good. So as you can see, I don't know, can you get in there, as it gets wet, it gets a lot of little lumps and stuff in it from the buttermilk. But just add a little bit more dry stuff. Bit of a messy job, this one. It's alright. Plenty of time to clean it up. We've got there a couple. Oh, there's 3 in there still. I've got, oh, there's still another 3. I did it right. 3, 6, 9. Told you that 12 bits. Yeah, good shake. Once you get all this stuff out the way, the rest is easy. You just put your pot on the fire. You're going to go hopefully about 160 degrees. Now you want to cook this a bit on a lower. Normally your deep fry temperatures is 180, but I don't want the skin to burn and the outside to get all hard and crusty and the inside still be translucent. So go a bit slower, let it sit in there a bit longer and get everything to cook at the same time. What do you reckon? So, 3 more to go. Where are you? In you go. In you go. And 1 more little bit in there. Put that over to the side. Put my lid back on. Now another great way of doing this is when you're out camping, if you don't want to do any dishes. If I didn't have big enough ones. In my camper, always keep every size of snap lock bag. They're brilliant. That way you get yourself the largest size of this, you just keep adding the flour in, put the chicken in, snap it lock, or lock it, and give it a bit of a toss, and you're doing exactly the same as what I'm doing now, but the beauty of it is at the end of it you can just throw the bag out and you've got no mess, which is what I would do if I was on my motorbike doing a bit of cooking. Or if I was out with my camper, but I'm out in my little farm, so I've got the luxury of water and hot water and all that sort of stuff. So, as I said, we're not really camp cooking so much as I would if I was in the camper. The weather's turned a bit, it's nice and sunny outside, but just the wind. So, put that over there. As you see, chips over there. Normally I'd cut up my own spud too, but I haven't done that today because I just had some frozen chips there. So, boom boom, there's our chicken. Not sure if you can see that. I'll come around, I'll get you. Have a good look. There you go. There's the mess. I'll clean that up in a minute. And as I said, I didn't need to use all that flour. Now that's 1.5 cups of raising flour and half a cup of corn flour, and then all the spices. But as I said, I'll get all that stuff up on the screen for you at the end. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the camp oven on the fire. I'll mix some coals around. I think we'll get it there. Get that oil hot. Lob some chicken in. Put some chips in. Got a bit of pre-made coleslaw, a little dinner roll. I made some gravy while we weren't filming because you don't need. I've just gone over to the old Maggi. I love the old Maggi gravy, and I made a batch of that. That's pretty hot. I'll sit that on top of the Canara. Take these around, might as well. So as you can see, I'm still inside. I got a little Canara there. We'll just, I think that's all right. Yep, that'll be perfect. We'll whack the gravy on there. So it's kind of camp cooking. It's kind of camp cooking. I'm out my block. So I'm improvising. I'm using an iron pot in the fire. I'm using my Canara. I'm improvising. So anyway, I'm going to turn this off, stir this fire up, get that oil hot enough, and we'll start our cook. See you later. Alrighty, YouTubers, we're outside. And I reckon I've got the oil just about ready. Now you might not be able to see me because like I said, I'm on my own. Yeah, I've just dipped the chip in, and that's the telltale that we're pretty much right for cooking. So here we go. I am here. We'll just whack this chicken in, cook her off first. There we go. Actually, might have a little bit too much oil in there. That's okay. Just want to top one over. I might just get a bit close to the edge. So you didn't see this. Just had to take a little bit out, but don't get it all upset because it's rice bran oil, and as I've said, it's biodegradable, it's plant-based, come from a plant. It will break down, it won't stay in the earth for years to come. I don't really want to put it all in there. So anyway, got the chicken in. Bring this over, boiling away quite nice there. I'm going to leave yours running. See how we're going. Just going to get my special scooper, guys, so I can look at that chicken. I don't know what you call it. But it's a good little tool. So, oh. See, the oil's too hot. I'm glad I didn't put it all in because it's just way too hot. So, you get that off. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you my mistake. This time I'm not going to hide it. I need another bowl. We want to get that out. It looks good actually, but just too charcoaly. Hang on a minute. Bloody hell. As I said, on the fire, it's just real hard and I haven't got the gauge to see if it's out 160, and that's not what I wanted to do. But anyway, we all have failures, but it's not that bad. I've seen KFC probably as dark as that, but I haven't cooked all the chicken. But I'm still going to have a look into in the middle and see if that's okay. But I just want now for that oil to cool down. And while I've got you here, I want that oil to cool down just a little bit. I might even just leave it off the fire now. It's probably got enough heat in it, and we'll try again. Back again. I'll just show you that I'm not hiding anything from you. I put those chips in. This is really hard when you see they're already starting to float. Now that oil's no longer on the heat, as you can see. But what I want to do now is, I don't know if this is the done thing, but I'm going to do it. I want that chicken to go in there now, and we want this one to be that nice gold colour that we're aiming for. So I'll keep an eye on this now and not try to do everything all at once, and I'll come back to you and see how we're going. And by the way, I just actually had a little taste of the other ones. They're not burnt. Well, the outside are dark, but the inside is quite moist still, so we can salvage. I'll get you back shortly. Back again, guys. I've served up and we have salvaged. That there is the finished product. So what we got is our chips and gravy, our chicken, our KFC, and a bit of coleslaw. So now, the taste test. That's nice. It's got that bit of crunch. That's really nice. Ooh, hot. Chips are just fantastic. I'm very happy with that. Yes, a couple of the other pieces got a bit too hot. They're not burnt on the inside, they are on the outside. They've got a bit too dark. These ones I managed to salvage pretty quick, but I'm going to go inside and eat this because it's cold out here and I don't want my food getting cold. Once I edit this and all that, I'll get the information up for you and you can decide whether you're having KFC. Bye for now. Welcome back, YouTubers. We've decided to go inside, although the fire is still roaring outside. The wind is, I don't think it's too bad now, but I've decided to come inside and watch the footy. We haven't had the footy for so long. So, yeah. Got the old beers going. Bit of a cheese platter going. And watch the two Adelaide teams. Bloody ripper.